All right, welcome back to Roomful of Swag podcast in Bustown, USA. Today, we have a special sponsor. It's called Pubit. Now, are you a gentleman with facial hair? You don't have any facial hair?
No.
So let's say you want facial hair.
Yeah.
Pubit's got you.
Pubit.
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 Pubeit.
Isn't that pubit?
It's Pubit.
Alright.
So, if you have patches in your beard, patch it up with Pubit. Are you a bald man downstairs? Never grown pubes? Pubit's got you. Are you bald on top of your head? Pubit's got you. Do you need pubes in your life? Go to pubit.com/RFS today for 10% off your first order. All right.
Pubits. Is this a real thing?
Pubit.
It's not real.
Bro, it's our sponsor, dog.
Okay, explain the science of pubit. How does it work?
It's like a wig, basically. It comes with like glue.
Made from what?
Hair.
Alright. Will the carpet match the drapes, though?
You can pick any color you want. So if you want blonde hair and brown pubes, go right ahead. If you want brown pubes and brown hair, go right ahead. If you want a beard that's blonde, even though you have brown hair, Pubit's got you.
So what would your pitch have been if I said I did have facial hair?
Is it patchy? But also, if it's not patchy and you have facial hair, you don't need Pubit. But there's a big market out there of people who don't have pubes.
Is there? Well, are they under the age of 10?
Go ask 10-year-olds. And we're back, folks.
Nice opening.
All right, so a lot is going on in the world. Kanye, still doing Kanye things. He's got the stem player to sell Donda 2.
Have you watched his documentary yet?
I have not. I heard it's good. Have you watched it?
I haven't. But I did watch a documentary about murders in the Mormon community last night. And like at first, when my girlfriend turned it on, I was like, why are we watching this? And then she fell asleep and I was not turning it off because I was like, this is pretty interesting. Like there's like these documents that pretty much would have proved that Mormons' religion is like dumb and makes no sense. And the Mormon church wanted to buy them from this guy so we want to go out in the public. Yeah. This was like in the 80s, so it wasn't even that long ago. And he was going to sell it to a different buyer who was offering more. So then this other buyer, this other guy, because there's like a whole community of Mormon document traders. So they would like trade and buy and sell different documents. And they all just started dying by bombs. Like bombs in their house, bombs in their office. This one guy, his car blew up. They blew up his car. And
so it can't be the 80s.
Why?
Cars weren't invented until like 1932 or some shit like that.
But the 80s, not the 1800s. Like 1980s. I was like, what?
I for real thought you said 1880. But I was like, there's no way. That's crazy.
Yeah. And then, so it's like a series. So like the episode we left off on was like this like non-Mormon lawyer that brought in. He's like a surfer from California or something. He only moved to Utah to ski and just decided to live there and practice his. Yeah. Just to practice. That's just where he opened his practice, was in Utah, because he was like, oh, I want to ski. Whatever.
And he had some of these Mormon documents?
No, he became the lawyer to try to figure out like what the hell is going on.
Did he die?
No, because he was in the documentary talking.
Oh, okay. Weird.
Yeah.
You think it's better than the Kanye documentary?
I don't know. I haven't watched the Kanye documentary yet. But from what I've heard of the Kanye documentary, it seems kind of sad. Because
it's about like him and his mom and.
Well, and like the first couple episodes, I guess, are about him pitching songs to like
and
companies, and they're just like, Hey, this isn't really our thing. Get out of here.
Yeah, it's like his biggest song ever, and they're just like,
Yeah, like Jesus Walks. I guess
Yeah.
they thought it was like a gospel thing, so they were
Yeah.
like, we don't do that here.
yeah, and like all these other interns were coming in, like talking to the head of Rockefeller, and was like, just brushing them off.
Yeah.
It's fucked up. I deal with it daily.
I do. Oh, yeah. How many pitches have you made?
About 34,
34. Big old shack number.
all strikeouts.
Damn, we just made a basketball and a baseball reference in one thing. And that's why this is not a sports contest or podcast contest.
Everything's a contest.
We just might be a little tipsy or something.
Autism is real.
All tipsy.
All tipsy.
Because we're not quite, but we're kind of, so it's all
Yeah.
tipsy.
Now, another big headliner. You know, everybody's covering it. It's all over social media. Euphoria. Season finale.
I already know what happens. I don't even watch the show.
Yeah, what happens?
That Ashtray dies.
Who is Ashtray?
Fez's brother.
What does Ashtray do to die?
He gets raped.
No.
Yeah, that part I don't.
Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert. Rewind 15 seconds and then skip this part if you don't want to hear spoilers.
Was it someone that Fez was selling drugs to killed him?
Nah, so what happened was earlier in the show, Fez and Ashtray grew up together. Fez is like 22, Ashtray's like 12. Ashtray like basically runs the business. He like does all the handling of the drugs and like money and all
12.
that. Yeah, this dude's a badass though.
Reminds me of oh my god, what's his name from Shameless?
Oh yeah, Carl.
Yeah, no, isn't Carl their dad? No, you're
Frank
right. It
is
is
the
Carl.
dad. Carl's the little
Yeah,
boy.
Carl like becomes like a
Yeah.
badass.
So earlier in the show, the big the big dealer that they get their pills and shit from, like all their drugs from, he comes in and like gives Rue, who Zendaya, fentanyl, and they don't fuck with that. So the next time he comes in, Ashtray runs up with a hammer and he hammer claws the dude and then hits the other guy that is with this guy right in the face and breaks his face. And so they killed the main dude, and then this other dude was like just badly injured, and he becomes like for a short second he's like with Fez and Ashtray and like introduces them to like the actual big boss drug dealer, Lori, and so they start getting all their shit straight from her. Well, this guy comes back and is like telling his girlfriend, who now lives with Fez because it's not safe for her, that the Feds are after him, and they know about Moose, and they know he snitches basically on Fez and Ashtray saying they killed him, and so he's trying to get like them to admit it, so he's recording it and sitting there, and Ashtray knows something's fishy.
Why is his name Ashtray?
So as a baby, he started playing in the ashtray of Fez's grandma. So Fez's grandma just found this baby. Fez doesn't know why he has like there's another baby around, and so she's like giving him a bath in the sink, and he just starts playing in the ashtray and like eating the cigarette butts. So she's like, oh, he loves the ashtray, and that's why his name's Ashtray.
Ew.
Yeah. So Fez knows that like something even fishier than what Ashtray thinks is going on, and he knows that the phone is like sitting there and everything's being recorded and like going to the FBI. Well, Ashtray just walks up to this dude and stabs him in the throat and kills him. So Fez is like
no reason.
Well, obviously there's a reason. This man's snitching on him.
Okay.
So Fez like covers the dude's mouth so he can't like yell out to like give word to the feds to come in, and he's covering his mouth, and then he finally dies, and then Fez puts the phone in like soda that's just chilling on the counter, and he's like, you need to get out of here. Tell him you're just a kid. I'll take the blame for all of this. You didn't do none of this. I'll take the blame. You're not going to go down for this. Well, then Ashtray, instead of doing that, gets all the guns around the house. So he has like an AK-47, a shotgun, pistols, all the ammunition, and he goes into the bathroom, locks it, and lays down in the bathtub. The feds raid, and Fez is banging on the door, and they're like, "Oh, put your hands up, back up!" And so he starts backing up, and then Ashtray thinks he hears gunshots, so he starts shooting. He hits Fez in the stomach, and so Fez falls to the ground, and then they start shooting back, and they're just shooting back and forth, and then it's just dead silent for a minute. And then, the cop goes in, opens the door, and Ashtray's laying on the ground, like, playing dead, and they're like, "Oh, he's dead." Pulls out a shotgun, sits up, and shoots this dude, kills the Fed, and then Fez is looking back at him, and Ashtray's just sitting there, and a red dot just goes straight on his stomach, up to his forehead, and then boom, dead.
What the fuck?
Bro, this show's crazy. It's a great show. It gets a bad rep because, like, I don't know why. It's a bunch
of high school kids.
Yeah, that's. It is very unrealistic because, like, 90% of this stuff won't happen in high school. Like, to an extent, sure, you get it in every high school. You got drugs in high school. You got sex in high school, sure. But, like, you got, like, a dad fucking a transgender girl that's 17 who says she's 22 type shit, and it's recorded. You got shit like that. You got, like, a 12-year-old with his 22-year-old brother dealing out drugs at a gas station to all of these high school kids. Like the killings and shit. Like, obviously that's not just like an everyday thing that happens. You got this girl that overdosed and then stays on pills and shit. And so obviously not to that extreme, but a lot of it is relatable to high school. Like, you got like the love, like the back and forth love shit, like toxic relationships, type like stuff like that. But it is a really well produced show. And Zendaya plays a great role.
Mary Jane.
Blige?
Mary Jane Blige, yeah.
I thought you said Mary J. Mary Jane, yeah. She does play a good role in Spider-Man, too. But she does have that demeanor still, like, where she's, like, the downer, like, super quiet, reserved type person. It's a good show. Mm-hmm. Now, the big news. Who you drafting in World War III? Trick question.
Curtis.
There's not going to be a World War III.
Namesmith? Duke University?
That's everybody's first pick right now, him or Chief Keef.
Yeah.
It's all over TikTok. But there really ain't going to be a World War III. Like, there's World War every night when my hand meets my meat. You know what I'm saying?
World War meat.
All this could end if Putin just got some head, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just a little bit of top.
That's honestly how most wars start. They just need to bust in that.
So, Putin, if you're listening to this, go get some head. It'll be good for you.
Have you seen, like, the Ghost of Kyiv or whatever? Kyiv? There's, like, some fighter pilot for Ukraine, and he's already got, like, 10 confirmed, like, dogfight kills. He's just, like, by himself, just in a jet, taking out Russian jets and shit. It's
God
crazy.
damn.
He's killing it.
How do you feel about Putin, though? Putting these nuts in your mouth, boy. What's up? Oh, God.
All day for that, man.
Huh?
So you've been waiting all day for that. How's that one not? How did it take till World War III for that to come? Putin's been around for a while.
For real, forever. Since we were in, like, high school.
I think before that. Hasn't he been the like dictator over there for like 15 years or shit?
Something like that. Any sponsorships you want to shout out?
Turkey neck.
What's turkey neck?
It's like when a girl's on your junk and goes.
Oh my god. Oh, that.
Weren't expecting that,
huh? No. Now, why is that a sponsor?
Because, most of the sponsors that you people get They don't actually use, and we're virgins, so we never use that.
How do you use this sponsorship? Like, where do you go to get this?
You
go to .com.
Yeah, gobbledygobble.com. It's like kind of like a dating site. You like match what type of throats you like.
So is it like Tinder? You just swipe right or left on the throat?
Well, it's like kind of like that, but instead of swipe right or left, when you scroll your finger, you have like a sniper scope. So it's like you're hunting turkeys, you know? So then you click on the one you want, and it like shoots it digitally, and then they mail it to your house in a box.
So it's not even a real neck?
No, it is.
Oh.
Completely authentic, right?
Alright. So real flesh and everything?
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
Is that a turkey neck right there?
I don't think I've purchased one of those yet. I'll have to check it out.
It's pretty good, from what I've heard.
So is this for the virgins of the world who don't get human neck?
Well, technically it's a human neck, so you won't be a virgin if you use it.
Oh, okay. So don't order it if you want to keep your virginity.
Yeah.
Alright, so how does that fit with women, though?
What do you mean?
Like, can women purchase this?
No, if there's a separate site from the same company called Bowls, and they just order like a bowl dong.
What?
You know?
A bowl?
Yeah, it's like a bowl dong.
And how does that work?
It's just a big dildo called the bowl dong.
Like bowl, like animal bowl, or like the bowl that you eat out of?
Like an animal bowl.
I thought you were saying like you can smoke weed while.
Oh my gosh. That's a good invention. We should do it. All you stoner girls, let us know what you think about the dildo bong.
All dildo bongs come with a Rice Krispie treat for when you're high.
Yeah. And then lube for when you're horny.
No. Keep it authentic out here. So wait, is the bulldog like a real human penis?
Yeah, but it's like a giant one. Like, you know, when the guy's like, I got bull meat.
So like Johnny Sins?
Who? I don't know.
You don't know who Johnny Sins is? The guy that they're like,
oh,
thank you for your service.
He plays in all the like parents. Yeah. He probably has one, I bet.
You think they just like cut his off and then it just regrows and they just keep reusing it?
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
That's how he's. If you actually look at it, he's actually been around for 400 years. He's back in like cave porn paintings and stuff.
That is true.
Yeah.
I remember running into him about 400 years ago.
Yeah. Yeah, he was trying to get swag, but then they're like, you have to be a virgin to get swag. And he was like, well, my job is not being
He's like, I've been slanging meat all my life.
Came out the room slanging.
The room? The swag room?
Yeah, the womb swanging. And yeah, so that's, you know how like girls like a fleshlight, you can like porn stars like mold it off to themselves. They were gonna do that with him, but then the company was like, but it has to be authentic. Like our turkey necks are legit real throats. Mm-hmm. So he was like, oh, well, like good thing I'm part starfish. So when you cut it off, it just grows back. Oh, okay. He can regenerate 650 million times a day.
Damn. So they got enough product.
Enough, yeah. They got
just the right amount. So with this, can you order it and then use it for yourself? Like as a male, can you like just put it on yourself so that way you have a bulldog too?
No. It doesn't have reattachment abilities.
So we just have to stay small PP gang for life?
Yeah.
Damn. Elon Musk, if you're listening, get a penis enlargement going.
Elon Musk, yeah.
He's the inventor of everything, you know? He invented the world.
The Tesla dick grower.
Do you want to take your Tesla dick up into space? Sign up now.
Yeah, see, that's how the technology works. He just, like, heightens gravity right by your dick, so it just, like, pulls it longer. Like,
You think that hurts?
kind of. You get used to it, though. But the only catch is, like, it's, like, pulling your dick kind of towards space. So, like, it's just going to be up like this, like, all the time.
So, if you have to piss, you just piss it in your face.
Yeah, that's why he invented, it's like, it hooks to your toilet, and it goes like this, and then around, so when you pee, it goes into the toilet, you know?
Wouldn't it just be easier to use a catheter?
That's painful.
More painful than the gravity puller?
You don't want to do both.
You have to do the catheter first. Get used to that, and then you use the gravity puller.
I guess. Then you have to take it out and put it back in every time you pee.
Yeah, but once you're used to it, or you just leave it in.
What if you... Isn't the reason you grew your dick was for sex?
True.
So then you can't just leave the catheter in. Except for, that's like the only thing is like the girl just has to be like on top, like this all the time.
You're just...
So you're doing all the work, lady.
You're just laying on your head. Just head straight down.
But see, if you did that, then it would be up, like towards your butt. Because it's just always pointed up, no matter what direction you're in.
Oh, God.
So like, you have to sleep on your back.
What if you put it in and then turn it on?
I didn't know we could turn it on and off.
So
it just shoots up into space, I guess.
Stand-up sex to a whole new level.
Yep. Actually makes shower sex kind of fun, because normally it's trash.
True. She's like, I can't feel it. 1 second, babe.
It's freaking inseminator like a alien probe.
Are you feeling it now, Mr. Krabs?
Did you clap, Mr. Krabs?
No. But Miss Puffs, though.
What about Sandy? She got them cheeks.
True. Sandy do got them cheeks.
What about Patrick when he's a girl? Patricia? Remember everyone was like in love with him?
No.
You remember that episode?
People were actually in love with him?
Yeah.
Oh, like on the show?
Yeah.
I thought you meant in real life.
No,
I was
like
like, what?
Squidward and Mr. Krabs were like trying to get him to love.
True.
What a weird episode. That dude was just like, get out of town. And he's like, oh my god, I've got to become a girl now.
That one and then the ugly one. I'm ugly!
I don't think that was ever a line.
Yeah.
No, he says, I am ugly and I'm proud.
Yeah.
He doesn't just say,
I thought he goes up to people and he's like, I'm ugly!
Well, he says, like, I hope my horrible ugliness doesn't disturb you. Like, shit like that. And then Patrick, like, picks him up. He's like, you never stared ugliness in the face? Well, you're gonna look at it. Look at it.
SpongeBob, man. You know they're coming back with a 48th season?
Can't believe it. It's like the only thing Nickelodeon has.
That and gonorrhea.
Nick Cannon probably does.
That's fucked up.
Is it? That man can't wrap it up.
Or rap.
Yeah, he's just not good at rapping, I guess.
So, if we had kids, I have two kids.
I was like, if.
But if we have kids now, are they in a womb full of swag?
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah.
Well, I guess not. Because...
They're not in our room.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, I guess right now they're in the balls full of swag.
So what you're saying is we need to get a female on the show at all times. Just one female to stay on the show to run up ratings while we be funny. And they just chip in every 2 to 4 seconds.
Yeah, they just stand back here with their boobs out.
Out? Like just showing?
Not like all the way, but you know, like...
Pushed up?
Yeah.
So they have to have boobs.
Preferably.
They can't be a chest with...
Or they have to have, like, wear stockings with and show their thighs.
Yeah. But
I'm just
if
going
a girl...
off of TikTok Twitch logic here.
If if a girl has A cups, is MGK's vocal still flatter than her?
I guess.
I seen that today. Everybody
Haven't
just be
heard that
hating
one.
on MGK for no reason.
I know. Did you read the comments on that freaking Eminem stand one I sent you? Well, for one, it was like a bunch of more Eminem stands, but then it started to get to people correcting him because he had all the like Eminem and MGK facts like wrong. And it was like, it doesn't matter if his facts are wrong, it's funny. Like, no, it's not, because nothing he said, anything could just be made up like that. Like, what the heck?
True.
But in this wrestling podcast I listened to, they were talking about how MGK is a playable character in the new game.
That's actually pretty lit.
Yeah.
Has he ever been in WWE though?
Kevin Owens powerbombed him through a table when he was like performing on stage.
Oh yeah,
Like
that's
on,
actually
on
lit.
Monday Night Raw. But they were like, yeah, I guess MGK. He's like, I don't really listen to him. I guess he reinvented pop punk. I don't really listen to him. And then they started singing, "Watch me, take a whole thing," and whatever. I can't remember the lyrics right now.
Watch me take a good thing and throw it all away in one night. Catch me.
It's not. It's a take a thing and fuck it all up in one night.
Watch me take a good thing and fuck it all up in one night.
Yeah, they started singing that. And then they were kind of dissing him. But these guys are like from the UK, and they tried to say that Disturbed is trash. They said Limp Bizkit's better than Disturbed. I was like,
people do be liking Limp Bizkit though.
where did that come from? They used to be like Nickelback, where everyone was like, Limp Bizkit sucks, and they would always make jokes.
All right, so we're only 27 minutes in, but it's already 7:48. You need to call it, or?
You can go to like till 8.
All right, bet. So we got 12 more minutes of just shit in the shoe.
Shit in a shoe?
Shit in a shoe, yeah.
That brings us to our third sponsor, Shit in a Shoe. Hate your ex? Well, shit in their shoe. Just hit us up.
We can't laugh during these sponsors, dog. We got to take it seriously.
Okay, but this one's our personal one. Like, this is our service where we shit in a shoe for you.
Oh. For the low price of $29.99, we will pull up to anybody's house and shit in their shoe.
Yeah.
Don't like your mom? We'll shit in her shoe.
Don't like your boss and you're going to quit? What better way to quit than have a shit in their shoe and you throw it at them?
Don't like yourself? You just want some shit in your shoe? We'll pull up to your house. Shit in your shoe. Go to roomfulofswag.com/shit in their shoe.
Yeah. One shit in one shoe for $29.99 or two shits in both shoes for $50.
And if you act now and use code RFS, you'll get $2 added to any order.
It's like, yeah, I did the RFS promo code and it added more money on there. Like, yeah, we said it adds $2. Why would anybody do that? You already did it. I didn't put the order in yet. Yeah, but you can't delete it. I'm just not going to order it then. Then we're going to shit in your shoe.
So we could see if you went to the checkout screen. If you don't press place order, we're coming to your house, shitting in your shoe.
Yeah, and if you're like, how is he going to know where I live? You think we don't got hackers with your IP address?
We already know who you are, Kevin.
Some dude named Kevin's like shitting his pants right now. Could have been in a shoe, idiot.
Tyler. Daquan.
Sharkeisha, no.
Kodak Black.
MGK.
Juice World. Putin.
Is your prime minister starting World War III? We'll shit in his shoe.
Are you being bombed right now? And you want to teach these soldiers a lesson? Hit us up. We'll shit in their shoe.
But just so you know, any international shit in shoes, it's going to be a $155,000 processing fee.
All purchases are non-refundable. Not everybody will get shit in their shoe if we cannot make it there.
Yeah.
No refunds.
Constipated, no refund.
All right, well, I think that was our last sponsorship, right?
I believe so, for today.
That was a good sponsorship. I think Pubit is going to be a steady sponsorship.
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah, that one's a good one. You know, it's fighting Manscaped. You know, Manscaped is clean your body up,
So it's like the opposite of Manscaped.
Yeah, Pubit is definitely one that you want to go for if you don't want to be hairless. Yeah, so KB No Swag, if you're listening, hit me up. Got Pubit on
Who the heck
deck.
is KB No Swag?
I'll tell you after the show.
Is that the guy you keep calling out on Twitter?
Probably.
Probably.
Which one?
I don't know. You're always like
To wrestle?
day whatever.
Yeah, I stopped that like a month ago. But
okay,
yeah, to wrestle. There's KB No Swag to wrestle, Roan to rap battle, and Big Cat to play NCAA football. None of them hit me back.
Scared.
I'll lose to all of them.
They're too intimidated by the virginity of this room.
Jeff D'Lo, if you ever want to have a trivia off, I'm your man.
How do you have a trivia off? How does that work? Who has the better questions?
Exactly.
Or like, is it like your team of trivia guys versus his team of trivia guys, and whoever
we'll
gets
get
the most
shit
answers
on.
wins? Maybe. It depends on the niches, you know.
That's only 2 points.
All right. It doesn't have to always be sports. They can look a nut.
It's not all sports, bro. It's like U.S. history.
I feel like I have a
Science.
pretty good track record on here.
You're 1-1.
I've been on like 4.
You're 2-1.
Maybe.
The first one doesn't count because it was
Practice.
practice
Okay.
trivia.
So
The live
technically I'm 3-1, but by the numbers I'm only 2-1. In the stat sheet, you know, if they didn't keep stat sheets, Tom Brady would have like 68 million kids he kisses on the lips.
But because they're stat sheets, he only kisses his own. And then Bill Belichick
Yeah.
calls him dad.
Mm-hmm. I think he's kissed Gronk a few times.
You know what's crazy? Bill Belichick and I have actually been in talks.
For what?
He's looking for his next white
His
receiver.
next Julian Edelman?
Yeah, his next white receiver off the streets.
Yeah.
And I said, bro, I'm 5'8", got a beard,
Try to rap?
never played basketball or football in my life. And he's like, you're the perfect fit. We're in contract talks right now. He's trying to offer me like 1.7 mil. I'm like, bro, you can make that 1.8. He's having trouble with it. Damn. Yeah, I know. My agent's not doing shit. He's like, bro, you can settle for 1.5 if you want. And I'm like, what do I look like? No.
Nice.
If anybody wants to buy this podcast, $5,000 and $50,000 a piece per year for a 1-year contract.
What's the $5,000 for?
A bonus.
Oh, that's our sign-on bonus.
Yeah.
5,000.
And you guys can have us for 1 year.
50,000 a year, huh? I guess that's a good
For
start.
the first year, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then we build our clientele.
And next year we go for 256 mil.
Exactly. And then we fight Pat McAfee on live air.
Speaking of that, supposedly he's having Vince McMahon on his podcast next Thursday, which is crazy. It was crazy enough when he got Brock, because Brock doesn't do interviews like that. And then Vince definitely doesn't do interviews like that.
Yeah, but when you're as big as Pat McAfee, you could literally get anybody you want.
Well, and to help, he works on SmackDown.
But
But
he does?
he's the commentator with Michael Cole.
Damn, when did that happen?
Like right before Halloween, I want to say.
Damn, that's crazy. Pat McAfee doing the most.
It was after he wrestled a couple matches in NXT.
That's what's up.
But there's a rumor going that they're gonna have like a shoot beef on his podcast, and that's gonna lead to them wrestling each other at WrestleMania.
Oh, actually? Damn.
Vince McMahon is 76.
What if Shane McMahon has to fight him?
That's what I'm thinking. Because they fired Shane after the Royal Rumble. Because I guess he was like... He's the one who booked the Royal Rumble, and I guess everyone hated it. It's literally the worst Rumble probably I've ever seen.
Yeah.
And I guess he was trying to pitch him as like...
The winner?
No, but like... Him and Brock he wanted him and Brock to be the last two, and he wanted to almost eliminate Brock. But, yeah, so they fired him. But I do think that they're going to bring him back, and he's going to defend his dad's honor or whatever.
What needs to happen? Liv Morgan needs to be a woman champion. Seth Rollins needs to be a champion. And Bobby Lashley needs to be the other champion.
So Bobby was champ,
Yeah.
but he lost in Chamber. Well, he didn't even lose.
Got a concussion.
Technically, it was his shoulder.
Yeah, but concussion protocol.
He's out for 4 months, probably, they said.
So is he coming back for Mania?
No. Mania's in like 6 weeks.
Damn. We doing a live event for that?
We can.
Oh, yeah.
It's 2 nights, though. It's Saturday and Sunday. And the Saturday's my brother's birthday, so we might have to only do Sunday.
Damn.
Yeah. But, yeah. I don't know. It's not looking to be a great Mania. Stone Cold might come back, too, and face Kevin Owens. It's just fucking weird.
Well, in other news, to finish it off this podcast, let's talk about elevator etiquette.
What?
Elevator etiquette. You ever been, like, going in an elevator and people are coming out? Do you go in before those people come out?
No.
So if you're coming out of the elevator, doesn't it piss you off when somebody's trying to walk in when you're about to leave?
Yeah.
Yeah, it happened to me twice in the same day, at the same place, same guy.
Are
2 different
serious?
floors.
Did you have packages?
Yes. I was pissed.
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, it was a retirement home. So this guy's like 70.
Nice.
The door opens on floor 2. The guy just walks right in. Didn't even look if somebody was coming out. So I had to like move out of the way for him. Go deliver to floor 2. Go back to the elevator. Go up to floor 3. Opens up and the same dude.
What is he doing? Just riding the elevator for
Who
fun?
knows? Like, well, what are you doing?
Also, if you fart in an elevator, you owning up to it? Or you're just letting everyone, like, who was that? Then what if it's only 2 of you? Then the other person knows it was you. Do you try to, like, play it off like it was them?
Listen, dog. If I fart in an elevator, I'm doing it twice.
Nice.
Just to make it that much worse.
Okay, so you're just gonna own it, double down on it.
Yeah, might even triple down, depending on how I'm feeling. What I eat, Qdoba, then I'm shitting my pants.
Now what? What if they do it? Are you like calling them out, or you're just staying quiet?
What the fuck?
What the fuck you eat?
Now what if it's a girl next to you?
She farts. That's impossible.
Exactly.
Girls don't even have buttholes.
But what is a girl?
I don't know. I've never seen past their neck.
And that brings us to our final sponsor of the day.
Oh, we have another?
Turkey neck.
Oh, turkey neck again, huh?
Yeah, we just want to double down on turkey neck.
Yeah, and they're paying us double for this.
Need you to make that sound one more time. That was not as good.
Yeah, it's hard when you're on the spot. Just like you try with that laugh.
You're getting better. All right, well, fellas, so it's a short episode. We'll be back in here whenever we're back in here. Hit us up if you want to get us into a bigger studio, because this is just my basement.